Welcome to the Ask Rare class notes. Maths compound proportion word problem. If 4,200 men have sufficient food for 32 days at a rate of 12 hectograms per person, how many men may leave so that the same food would be sufficient for 42 days at a rate of 16 hectograms per person? Option A, 1,200. Option B, 1,800. Option C, 2,400. Option D, 3,000. We should follow this simple action plan of 5 steps to solve every math compound proportion word problem. These are: Step 1. Read the question carefully and understand. Identify what is being asked in the question. Step 2. Understanding the proportions between quantities. Step 3. Arranging data in the form of a table. Step 4. Making an equation form the table. Step 5. Simplifying the equation to get the answer according to the given conditions. In Step 1, we are required to find the number of men that should leave from 4,200 men, so that the same food is sufficient according to the conditions given in the problem. Let's start. The solution. Step 2. Understanding the proportions. In the problem we are dealing with 3 quantities: men, days, and food. Proportion between the number of men and days. As the number of men decreases and the number of days increases, so it is an inverse proportion. Proportion between the number of men and food. As the number of men decreases, the quantity of food will be more for them, so it is also inverse proportion. In Step 3, arranging data in the form of a table. In the heading row we will write the 3 quantities: men, days, and food, then writing their values according to given conditions. The first condition is that 4,200 men have sufficient food for 32 days at a rate of 12 hectograms per person. Second condition: let the number of men be x so that the same food would be sufficient for 42 days at a rate of 16 hectograms per person. Then, according to Step 2, the arrows were drawn in such a way that the first up arrow started from x, and then draw 2 down arrows in opposite to the first arrow for inverse proportion. It is most important to note that in compound proportion always draw the first arrow starting from x to avoid any confusion. Then draw in opposite to the first arrow for inverse proportion and in the same direction for direct proportion. In Step 4, making an equation, form a table in such a way that the tail of an arrow is a numerator and the head be a denominator. We get x upon 4,200 is equal to 32 upon 42 multiplied by 12 upon 16. By simplifying we get x equals 2,400 men. Thus, the same food will be sufficient for 2,400 men. The number of men that may leave from 4,200 men will be equal to 4,200 minus 2,400 is equal to 1,800 men. Thus, 1,800 men may leave from 4,200 men so that the same food sufficient according to the conditions given in the problem. The correct answer is option B, 1,800. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any question related to mathematics, please write me in the comments. PDF notes of class 5 and 8 is available at a very nominal price. Please contact WhatsApp. If you like this efforts, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and do not forget to like and share the video.